up my appetite. Don't leave me high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you.
Yo, fuck this countdown shit. Wait 1 second. Yo, what's good, Casey? What's good, Taco? What up? What up? Long time no see, Casey. All right, look it. We can do the same shit as last time. I'm out of notes. We can watch a demo. Oh, you're always in here? Really? Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, let me hold on. The game is fucked up. The volume. All right, tell me if you hear the volume now. Should be good. Looks like it's going through. Is Mike here? All right, we're good. We're good. All right. Yeah, same thing as last time. I'm not on a team, so I'm not like actively watching demos and shit. So I could do questions. I can answer people's questions, or I could watch a demo on stream and then like critique it with the viewers if people have certain things in mind. Because I have nothing prepared to talk about. Or I could actually let me check if I have any like recent stuff that I've learned I could share. But as of right now, I don't think I do have anything prepared. Let me see. Oh, I do have I have that podcast coming up this Thursday again with MDS. It'll be about IGLing, so that's for sure coming up. That's not something I could go over right now though. If you guys have questions for that podcast, though, leave in the chat right now. I could write them down. Show me the CT rotator spot. What, a nuke? Casey? I said thanks, Dad. Bro, you're like twice my age. Don't call me Dad. That's the map you're on, Dad. Rotator? CT rotator? I mean, doesn't the rotate depends on it's usually the heaven guy. I mean, but it depends on like who's first to rotate down lower. Cause like there's like the rotate to lower and then there's the rotate to fill up the gaps. So like if you have door control, the rotate to lower is like the door player. But if you don't, then the rotate to lower is the ramp player. And then like the heaven guy shifts around off of that. Just saw your last video date and we've been going ham ever since I started asking for... Really? That shit helps? Dude, I feel like that helped me the most with the IGLing. It's just like just saying that and then people just remind you what happened on that side of the map. Or, you know, they tell me something new that I didn't know. And then you're just like, it's like, what's it called? Well, I don't know how to describe it. You know, like those things where like it's like almost like a lottery ticket where you scratch it out, and then like you reveal like the numbers underneath. It's like that, but almost like a picture. Like when you say status, it's like you're scratching out more of like the hidden picture of the other team, and you get to see how they're actually playing, and you have like a better, more informed call. That was pretty weak. What else do you want me to say about the rotator? I mean, that's how I've always ran it. It's based off. Well, it's default based off of ramp, and then the caveat is door control. So if you have vent control as a door player, then this guy's usually first to rotate. And so if he goes down lower, I mean, outside can always take up A as well. And then you can just give outside based off outside presence. But it's usually like the lower rotate is based off by default ramp unless you have vent control. And then once someone goes down lower, then the heaven player shifts to cover up the gap. So he either shifts ramp or he shifts towards A. I mean, I don't know how else you would rotate. I mean, that's like specific for just raw rotations. There's obviously other things you can do too. If someone else starts secret already, you know, the rotation's gonna be different then. But so if you're play calling, asking for stats, let me know what plays won't work against that. Yeah, no, exactly. Because that was the big thing with me is like I would have a really strong read on my part that I think was like the best play in mine. So like I think when I was in that video I was talking about ancient. So like I'm like, oh, let's do a heavy Ivy take, and then I'll ask A and mid status before like I wanted to make that call, and then they would tell me how like the team's been playing. I'm like, oh shit, I was actually wrong. Like these guys are not usually only sending one person Ivy. Like there's my mid player, my A player just said that there's no one A and no one mid at the start of the round, and I'm sitting here wanting to like, you know, rush down Ivy. We're just gonna run to a full team, so that's probably not smart, you know. So that status call helps a ton just to like really confirm your calls. I mean, and your teammates can call it too. Like I feel like once like the next level up for a full team is not just the IGL calling status, but like the the other people on the team. So like an A player on Ancient's calling status before he mid or B status before he goes for like an A main push or something. So he can like know tendencies across the map. Like it's something that everyone should be saying. I guess with that, I can think of other code words I've started to use that helped with the team. Maybe I could talk about something like that. That's one of the questions I had for MDS was code words. What he asked, or what code words has he established for his team, and then also I was gonna ask him about responsibility setting, like certain responsibilities that you establish for a team. So like an example is like, oh, you're always the kit guy. Like you're responsible for calling kits. You know, someone who's or he always has a kit, and like you know establishing little like niche roles like that helps eliminate like the bystander effect that you'll get where like everyone just assumes the bystander effect is pretty much where everyone just assumes someone else is going to do it so no one does it. And so when you establish like set roles for like really niche shit, it gets rid of the bystander effect. So that's one of the questions I was going to ask MDS. I have a question. Or wait, hold on. I have a question. Do you have some general protocols for CTs when you encounter a certain default? If T's take a certain area, you push the opposite side. For example, on Anubis, T's have a couple of options at the start of the round, like playing default 1B, 1 mid, 3 water, taking A main. If they're taking A main, you push B. So like an example like that. Do you want specifically for Anubis? That's a talk we had. Like I may be IGL, but if you need a status call, fucking yeah, exactly. Everyone should be using the status call. Let me, bro, fuck it, dude. I could look through we'll look through the strat book on stream because I'm probably not gonna use this shit anymore. Most of these strats are this is from Go. This is the old strat book, but I wrote down. So I had the quick book. I'm not going to show the quick book because I'm still probably going to use some of these strats. So I had this quick book right here. This is the template. This is the land. This is the actual UD. Damn, what last open March 14th, bro. Rest in peace. This is the quick book I had. I'm not going to click on these maps down here because it shows all our strats. This is what I would have open on my second monitor. But I wrote out. This is like just the basic strats, you know, where like everyone could just easily read what they do on a certain set play. But I wrote out a really big quick book a long time ago. This is the template, UDW 6.0. And I was trying to get like in detail, and this was honestly a big waste of time. Like look how many pages this is, 67 pages. I was always scared to show this on stream. Why can't I scroll? What the fuck? I was trying to be like really thorough with a lot of these plays and stuff. It's just not worth it. But I did have code words in here, so I can look through the code words I used to use. Fundy, Prod, Iffy, Optact, Mob Rounds, Ghost, Sudsy, round phases. We actually got that from Maestro. If Casey's still in here, he knows Maestro. He coached for us, I think, like once or twice, and he gave me that, and I've always used that since. Snap, Badger, Harass. I can go through some of these code words. This could be helpful for. Obviously, there's more code words you can always add, and there's some that I probably will think of that I had never wrote down because I last updated this, bro, like months ago. This was I probably last updated the strat book back in Go, like probably 6 months ago. So there's definitely more things I haven't added to here. But some of these could definitely be helpful for teams. I could talk about those. Didn't you get in trouble on an old team for showing? Yeah, it was this strat. Yeah, it was this. It was fuck. I don't even remember the team name, but it was JC, Fox, and fuck. Who else was on that team? Colin. I remember I showed a strat book, and then they're like, "Oh, you can't be doing that," and then they kicked me, even though we didn't have shit on it, and I barely showed shit anyways. I think they just, I don't know. There's something going on there. We don't gotta get into it. I'm cool. I'm still cool with some of those players on that team. So anyways, I guess I could talk about this. So some of the code words that I was using on the previous teams, you guys would probably definitely find this useful. So like starting off was like fundy. This is just a general code word. It sounds stupid as fuck, but it's short for fundamental. And I would use this word if a team is like really util heavy. So it's like, I am leaking right now. I'm definitely leaking this shit. I need content, Andrew. And besides, I guarantee you're not using any of this shit anyways. You guys always clown me for fundy. Fundy, sudsy. It's blurry? What the fuck? Really? We in focus? Hold on. What the fuck? All right, we're good now. Why didn't anyone say anything? All right, we're good now. I did not notice that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, fundy, short for fundamental. So it just means it's just the same as util heavy. Only real, yeah, for real, man. No one else looking out for me. Two people. Oh, you're looking at the code words. Yeah, fundy. It just means they're util heavy. So you can just be like, oh, these guys are fundy. They throw a lot of util. They play pretty fundamental in their defaults. They're not like contacting areas. Like when they go to take card control, it's like molly flash type shit. Prodding. This is just a word to bait out utility on a site. So you're just throwing like a pop flash, or you're throwing a CT smoke, and you're trying to bait out utility from the CT. So if you go like, yo, I'm prodding the site, and you go throw a smoke, it just lets your teammates know that you're not actually hitting the site. You're just trying to bait out utility. This is something I would do quite a bit. Freeze. This is obvious. Everyone stops what they're doing and just pause. You just wait for like, CTs to make a play. Iffy. This one's. It sounds stupid as fuck. This is a really good code word to have. Iffy, or some type of like. It pretty much just means non-committal. Let me get in game. So like, an example of what iffy means. Let's go to Inferno. Or what's the best one for an iffy? Probably Vertigo. So what I would use the code word iffy for is just like, it means like non-committal. You take what's you take what's given to you, and if there's resistance, then you just leave. So the whole point of an iffy take is that you're throwing like very minimal utility, and then you take what's given. So like, if an example would be ramp control, right? If you're a CT, you're throwing like at most a fucking ramp smoke, and then you're coming here, flashing, and then just peeking this. And then, if the T's smoke back, you just fall off. You wasted a smoke and a flash, that's barely anything. But, if you do an iffy take, you come here, you smoke this, and no one's here, like, you just got the map control for cheap. So it's like, you just take what's given to you, and you throw very minimal utility. This is very useful against, like, pack teams. I've said this plenty of times before, but that's what that code word means. It's just, like, you can use it for, like, other things, too. Like, you could be like, yo, I'm just playing, like, the crane area pretty iffily. Like, that kind of sounds stupid as fuck. Like, it just means that you're not gonna like commit to a fight here. You're just gonna, you're here. If a fight comes up, you're gonna take a shot and then you're dipping. It's non-committal. It's easier than saying non-committal. The other code words, optac. This one's actually very useful. So like, certain situations, you might be wanting to go for yeah, let me just get down Inferno. So yeah, another really beneficial code word is the word optact itself. It's pretty much just means contact, but with an op, and it's just sometimes you want the op to go for the first peek, especially if you know the CTs can't op, and you can just like walk into a site like this. The op just comes here, peeks this. Your teammates scale up with the op. They're pushing this wall right here, holding CT. Op peeks dark. All these positions. It's a very strong way to contact. It's probably like the strongest way to contact is with an op, because you have like the one-shot potential. It's just, you just say optact instead of contact. Instead of saying, yo, contact with the op, just go, yo, optact, and then the op just knows, okay, I'm optacting. Or he could be like, yo, I'm about to optact B, and he's walking up with the op. That's just all it means. You're just putting words to a basic play. Some other code words, mob rounds, make or break rounds. It's just like when you're at $4,400 CT side, you can't play the round normally, because you can't buy full util. So, you're forced to play the round differently, which most mob rounds I would personally call like a heavy gamble stacks type of setup. So you're starting off like, I don't know, something like, let me get in the game. You're probably starting off like 4B or 4A on CT side Inferno, and then if they go to the other site that you're not stacked on, you just save, because if you try and retake that, you're probably gonna lose. You're low utility, so if all four of you guys save, you can buy next round anyways. It's a mob round. And if they go to the site that you're at, you're going to win. Even though you have a util disadvantage, you have the numbers advantage, because you called accordingly to the money that you have. Does it need to be on a path that mostly right peaks? Not necessarily. You can like, it can be pretty strong to like optact, like, I don't know, long on overpass, even though it's a left eye peak. It's just that you have like the range advantage with the op. So that could be, that's where like the distance trumps the right eye peak. Like if you were here, seeing op still walk onto bad angles for them and succeed. Yeah, it depends. I mean, you can just outgun someone even if it's technically a bad peak. Was good, Quinja boy. So like this is an example. Like this is technically a left eye peak, but you know, contacting this with an op, especially if you know CTs aren't opping, this is really strong. Because what is a CT gonna do? He sees your shoulder for like a second, he's not killing you. You're just gonna one tap him. Swing gen full scoped on vertigo mid-day and just big. Yeah, I mean, dude, the op, you can do crazy plays with the op, bro. You just gotta hit the body. Let's go back to the code words though. That's op tact, mob rounds, ghost. This is a really good code word too. So like, say you want to, let's go to vertigo. This is probably where it's the most called. Someone who sucks at CS having better angles means nothing if they're, yeah, I mean, exactly. If it's the right play too, it's just better. So the code word ghost you want to use if you're trying to switch up the numbers of your default, but I'm not leaking this doc. I could possibly, I mean, there's no point. It's all this shit's outdated. You're not gonna want anything besides the code words. Who the fuck renamed this the best map Mirage, bro? They used to say fuck Mirage. Who renamed that shit? I mean, this is just the oldest strat book. You're not gonna find anything useful in here. So the word ghost, it's like if you're trying to switch up the numbers of a default. So say you normally you default like 2-1-2 on vertigo, or like a 1-2-2, 2 mid, 1 B, 2 towards A, and then this round you want to hit A early. So you're like, let's go for like an early A exec, just ghost behind us. And that means when you say ghost behind us, it means that the people who normally play A, they're allowed to do whatever they normally do. You know, smoke, molly, make sounds, run around, spam. But everyone else who doesn't play this position during the default, they have to be quiet. And like, because I found like if I would say, yo, just contact, then everyone would contact. And if I'd be like, yo, just so-and-so contact, then some people would contact when they shouldn't be. So it's easier just to say, yo, ghost. That just means that you're hiding your sound cues and your utility. And you make it look like a two-man default. And these guys just walk behind them. So that's what ghost means. So like the opposite, if like we're going towards B, I'm an A player. You know, if I'm like, yo, I'm a ghost behind you. The B player still goes loud as fuck, does whatever he wants to do, smoke, flash, he can spam, he can molly wood, but everyone else is walking behind him, and it just sounds like it's one person here. And that's what the word ghost means, because sometimes you'll call it where you're like, yo, 4-pack B, let's hit B early, and then everyone's fucking making noise, and it just ruins the whole point of the play. Like the whole point of the play is you're trying to play off the conditioning of one person B and the sound cues of that. So if you establish the word ghost and you say just ghost behind me, it still looks like it's one person here, but everyone else is being quiet behind them. And and sometimes you do want to hit B, and you do want everyone to be fast and loud, and that's fine too. So that's why it's good to distinguish between the two. Let me see. Hold up. Yeah, you shouldn't in reality be breaking down every fight with angle science. Sometimes you just disadvantage angle to have it. Yeah, exactly. Only keywords. I'm probably gonna make this a video as the keywords, so you can get it from there. An enemy starts to shoot back, which doesn't always happen. Exactly. Someday Val will bring back train, then I will win. Until then. Did you play all 7 maps? No, we always ban Mirage. That's been like my permanent ban for forever. Let's go back to the code words. So that's ghost, sudsy. I mean this. I don't even know why I made this word. It just means dry. Like the team is just they're saving util. We got the word suds from save util default because we had a default specific for when we're low utility. So we said suds, and I'm like, yo, these guys are playing sudsy. Just say they're dry. You don't have to use the word sudsy. Phases of the round, this is also a good code word to know. It's just phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Phase 1 is from start to like a minute 10-ish. Phase 2 is like a minute 10 to 30 seconds. And then phase 3 is like the last 30 seconds of a round. And you could zoom in. And you can like call and freeze time. Like, yo, let's default and regroup B phase 2 of the round and go for a B pop or something. And it gives your team an idea of what timing they should start, finishing up whatever they're doing on the other side of the map. This can be kind of tricky though, because I know a lot of people use the word phases for map control takes. So if we go to, fuck, he doesn't have it in this one. Let me see. Masami Duck has it in one of his templates where he shows like the maps. He'll show like the phases of the map. So phase 1 is like banana, phase 2 is car control, phase 3 is the site. So this is another way you can use the word phases. So if you do this, you can just come up with another word for phase of the round. I don't know what you would call it. I use the word phases. Snap, this is a really good code word to have. So if like you're already packed up in a default, right? Say you're like 4 people B and you get the kill on the guy Wood. Instead of being like, yo, hit B, hit B, hit B, you just say snap B. And like that just means that you're hitting the site instantly. You're instantly running on the site, you're snapping on the pick. I got that from Rob. Shout out Styling, bro. I miss Rob so much. But that was a code word I got from him, was the snap code word. You probably don't want to do this if you're split default because you know you're not packed up together. You can't really snap with a lot of numbers. You'll probably run into the code word of snap quite a bit if you like to default with in a kill ball. Like if you're always packed up. Let me read the chat. It's good to have code words like that. Saves pressure. It really does. It's like a tool belt, bro. If you're an IGL, why is my camera blurry again? What the fuck? There we go. Yeah, it's like a tool belt. If you're an IGL, you just bust out a tool. You know, you bust out that toolie. Was good. Boop plays games. Keep working. Good job. I appreciate that. 2 moods. I don't have Twitch command set up Ligor for specs. I don't know how to do that. Chapter 1. Bro, if I turn my light on, I'll look so orange. It's an orange light combined with my beaner skin color. Dude, I look so orange. I got one of Masami Duck's breakdowns. Phases, see anyone else? Does he have that for, yeah, Masami Duck, yeah. Same thing like phases, but instead of phase, it's T1. I mean, that works too. Turn your light on. Orange R. Okay. Alright, was it blurring again? Okay, we're good. Snap, badger. I've talked about this before. It just means fighting to the death. So like if you're on a site, you're just like, yo, I'm badgering on B. It just lets your teammates know that if they go B, you're fighting to the death. You're not playing for retake. You're trying to get as many as you can. And then harass. I think Andrew, you came up with this one. For like the lurk. At the lurk, you want the lurk to like try to hold a rotate before you hit a site. You just tell them like harass the site. I don't know if we ever used it that much though. Because your code words suck and mine are perfect. That's all the code words I have on here though. Shit, here's types of teams. Oh fuck, I never got into this. What? Hold on, I probably have more code words and stuff in the older. 2 peanut brain. Alright, are you using it now with Dylan? Use the word harass. This is UDW 6.0. Let me see if I can find 5.0. I might have more. Master Strat Book, May 21st, 2023. Yo, this is what's his name? JR's strat book. Let's see this. This is old ass strat book, bro. I think this is the one with like hundreds of pages. That's why it took so long to open. Look at this. It's still loading. 169 pages, dude. I literally set everything up. This is the old ass strat book, dude. Look at this. Map setups, Dupree, 2-2. Yo. That is fucking ridiculous. I'm never doing something like this again. UDW Bible. Actually, bro. This is... I'm gonna rename to that. UDW Bible. This is the Quran, bro. The Quran of the UDW. Look at this. Even the table of contents. You gotta scroll through this shit because of how many fucking setups there are. Hawkeye Long, Hawkeye Sands, Fundy Kong. Basically, bro, if you're gonna set up a strat book, do not do what I did here. I tried to label and write out every setup, even the most like minute shit ever. Like, I would write it on that strat book like let's go to what's like a stupid setup that no one needs to write out. I don't know, something like one crane, one secret. Like that's something you don't have to write that out. You know, I'd write that out. Let's see. We could look through it. God, bro. T side. We'll go CT side. Even a lot of the T side stuff, it's like really basic parts of a default. I would write out in detail. I don't know why the fuck I did this. You're not in a game looking through this. Like, how should I play this map? Most of the stuff it just becomes ingrained. If you're gonna write out a strat book, do a quick book where you're just writing out like set plays that people like need to remember, like specific roles. Don't do this shit, bro. Do not do this shit. Long rush. Or these are all pistols. Let's see. I was writing out philosophies too, like how I was trying to play the game. Way too much. Way too much. Like look at Fundy bath control, lurk bath smoke, molly out front bath, anti shiro flash. Like you don't have to write this out. You don't have to write this shit out. Was Dust 2 in here? Dust 2, bro. I used to love playing Dust 2. Table of contents. Oh, let's look at the code words. All right, who the the fuck put that there? Probably Trevor, man. Crazy how your org, if you're on one, lets you talk about this shit when I'm not in the org. I'm teamless too, and I wrote all this shit out, so I can talk about whatever I want. There's a Mirage play we don't use anymore. We throw 3 smokes from spawn to B, then snap A. Oh, like a fake B. You want a copy of this? I actually cannot give this out because some of these philosophies I still use. I have an idea, concept for taking space at different speeds. I haven't really tried it, but the idea is to take space at different speeds. 1-5, 5 being full W rush, and 1 being shift walking. Interesting. What do you think? Go A, speed 2, for example. I don't know about that. Maybe. I've never really found the need for setting speeds of certain strats. It's just kind of given within the whatever default or map control take you're calling. So we're saying fast bath. I mean, it's assumed that you're going quote unquote speed 5. Like I don't think you have to say speeds. It should already be like within whatever map control take you're doing. Let's look through this though. There's more code words. Surprise, go before the smokes pop. I've never used that. Make a word for fail, nades flashing. Evac. Oh, we actually did use that. That's specific for overpass. If you got stuck in con, if you're in con and the T's take party and water on you, and you're stuck in con, you'd be like, "Yo, evac me," and then they'd have to. The B players have to late take water control to get you out. 3-pack, optac, mob rounds, hero FAMAS. That's not even a fucking code word. Ghost, Kashibai. What the fuck is this? I still use this type of buy. Why the fuck did I name it Kashi? Foreplay. Throw some parts of an exec early to bait out utility. Oh, it's almost like a re-exec, but you're still using the same song. I think Andrew came up with that one. Crunch versus split, that does not fucking matter. Contact picks, that does not fucking matter. Sudsy blenders, that doesn't matter. Chaos, that actually is useful. This is not even a code word. Hero AK Force. Buddy up. You don't need to say that shit. Flashing now. Cobb. Cover our bases. Go back and... Yeah, we've never used that shit. Badger. Jump in post. That's actually useful, but you don't need to like set a code. It's like where you jump an angle to bait out an op, and then your op peaks right afterwards. Spacing. That's useful. That's actually a really useful code word. Just saying spacing. Half Badger. That's stupid. Bro, this fucking strat book though is ridiculous. What else? Konga teams? Yeah, fuck this. Yo, what was I on, bro? Now Badger is useful. You don't want to copy this, dude. You don't want to make a strat book in this way. All these strats are outdated, and a lot of these philosophies I don't agree with anymore. I was just seeing if I had like any other code words in here. But this is fucking ridiculous though. I was writing out nade stacks. Like you don't have to write out nade stacks. The fuck is that? The UDW Bible, man. What else I got? Is there anything else in here? This was JR's. I can't show that because JR might still use that. JR wrote out that whole doc for us. Damn, that's back when I used to make my own pre-workout. Overpass protocols. Is this J? That's my refrag. That's my refrag contract right there. Prac schedule. Damn, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, you don't want to copy a 160-page strat book, dude. Literally. Yeah, if you just watch a demo and steal like 3 strats, you're better off. And you write it in a quick book. Do not do that. This is stupid. Get this. Get this quick book from Masami Duck. This is way better. And then just fill out these tactics. Dude, I forgot how much useless work I put in that strat book, man. I was like, oh, I remember I thought I was like, bro, I'm gonna be using this. Like, I'm gonna look back on this and be proud of all this work I put in. And it's just cringe now. It's cringe. It is way too much shit for stuff that like is obvious. I think I was writing out shit like. Let's see. Go Inferno. Don't kick me. My friend Roka told me a strat book doesn't need to be a book. Just get some strats. Yeah, exactly. It's a nice companion to have, even though it's. I think the only useful thing that helped me writing that out was just like writing it out itself and then just thinking about strats and then putting it into words. It just like helped seal in my mind like how to play the game. You know what I mean? And like it made me like really comfortable with like what to expect when I call something. But you don't have to write out certain things. Like you can have code words for how you take card control. Like when you molly corner and flash in. But you don't have to write that out. Like you could just like that's really simple. You know what I mean? You can have a way to where you take card, but it doesn't need to be written out. It's really basic. How do you get the quick book? Look up Masami Duck on YouTube. MESAMIDUCK. And then look up his Masami Duck documents or strat books or something like that. But yeah, getting it all out of your head, that definitely was helpful. But I think more helpful was writing out a flow chart. That was definitely more helpful about learning the game. But even that is like, that can be argued that's not as useful either, because a lot of stuff is also subconscious. Like you don't need to be looking through a flow chart. Data hoarder, yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing. Same thing, kind of. I'm trying to be careful not to do what you did. Yeah, don't do that. Do not do that. It's not worth it. I spent way too many hours on that strat book. It's not worth it at all. The benefits I got out of it, of maybe learning the game a little bit more, was not worth how many hours I spent just writing and charting and trying to label everything. You don't need to do that. How meticulous do you think a team should be in regards to callouts? Is it useful, worth it to have more calls than just a stand? Well, you get that question gets answered just on the fly. If you want something done and it's too hard to coordinate it, or it takes too long to coordinate in mid round, then just make a code word for it. But you don't have to write it out. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to, like the standard, fucking arch side smoke and flash for a mid take. You can have a code word for how to do that. Or, a standard arch side smoke and flash over, and then you boiler pop. Like, you call that a boiler pop. But you don't need to write that out, though. Like, that, everyone knows what to do on a boiler pop. You just swing. And then people should just know the utility. Maybe at a lower level, you'd have to write that out. Maybe I'm just looking back at it on that strat book at, like, a different level and thinking it's stupid. Maybe it's useful. I don't think so still. I don't know. I don't think it's that useful. But yeah, you can have set plays. Just don't write it out though. Really basic stuff. The only things that you should write out are like working set plays where it's like, okay, we're doing a phase 1A exec. Andrew comes here, he smokes pit, he throws God Flash over boiler, and he paths up wagon and clears sight. Trevor, he throws entry flash, firefights molly, entries sight. And then you got like me. I'm throwing moto smoke from in brackets, mollying arch, flashing over pit, and then I'm like set really like deady set plays Those are the only things you need to write out. The intuitive map control takes you can establish, but you don't need to write them out. Code word CC for clear conscious. Nice way of saying shut the fuck up, I'm trying to clutch. Yeah, you could just say shut up. You're like, shut up, shut up. Yo, bro, could you sign my profile before you are a big streamer? Yo, sure. Yo, send the link, bro. I'm honored, man. I'm honored. But yeah, dude, just say shut up. Fuck, what else can I talk about, man? Do I have any other cringy shit from back, like, learning this stuff? I wonder if I have any Google Sheets. I think most of my cringe stuff was in the documents era. Then I switched to Google Sheets and I became a Chad. I became a Chad IGL once I switched to Google Sheets, bro. What is this? Map prep. Yo! Halo Universe Timeline. That's the workout plan I made for Marshall. That shit's probably ass now, too. Man, he better have gained some muscle. 2022? Year and a half? I don't know. I don't think I got any more cringe shit to talk about. Wait, where's your... I don't see the link. Cyphex. We had a stand that got super butthurt. Really? I mean, you could just... I don't know, I feel like you should just take the ego out. You played versus Austin CS Team Wicked? No, I'm teamless right now. Someone told me to ask him to try out. I think they already picked up someone. I think Andrew played against them. He like dropped like 130 ADR or something. I think it was like 13-2. Hippo Strike versus Austin CS. Let's see. What could I do? What could I do? Anyone got questions? IGL related stuff or map specific? God, you have a question? What's your question, Andrew? Pug time? What the fuck? You want a pug? Who's the best player you have played against and who is the best player you've won against? I don't know. I don't know who I've played against. That was... We could pug. How do you not suck ass at overpass? What position do you play? Best person I ever played against? I legit don't know. Probably some random in matchmaking. Silver matchmaking. Dude, that's where all the talent is at, bro. You get some one random fucking crazy ass aimer. How much you got for a pug right now, Andrew? Oh, we did play ATK. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And we got stomped on. That was crazy. You won against Crims? Oh, shit. Play B rotate. I just get dicked every time I play overpass specifically. What, CT side? Yeah. 0. I got 0. Let's go right now. Let's go right now, Wraith. 1 minute. Let's do here, I'll do 3 minutes. Get on. Let's go. Rematch. Bro, we've had a game going on for the past like 2-3 days. That shit's over with, bro. We gotta restart. I'm done for. Where you at? You ducking me? Let's go, let's go. Oh fuck, what am I doing? Fuck, what am I doing? Oh my god, are you fucked up, dude? What am I doing, bro? Holy shit. Oh my god. Yo. Restart. That one didn't count. That one didn't count. That was a warm up. The fuck? Holy shit, what is happening? Oh, he's got discovered right here. What is this shit right now? Hmm? What the fuck is this? You better back up, boy. Better back up, boy. Goofy boy. I got his taken, right? Oh, I'm in check. Okay. We'll trade. Free pawn. Trade. Covers the pawn. Check. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Let's develop this shit. How do I defend that? Mm-mm. Let's get this guy moving, right? He ain't doing shit right now. Got the same material. Let's get this guy going. Does he got any forks over here? No. Oh, he could fork me right there. If I can cover that. Shit! I'm running out of time. He's typing right now. Am I about to trap him? Fuck. This time sucks right now. Check. Got 11 seconds. Bro, I feel like my position's way better, but my time sucks. If he pushes, I could take and check. You still go here, check. One a pawn. His knight's like trapped. Check. Fuck, this time sucks. I'll go here. Then we get tempo because of the rook. Fuck, dude, I have no time. Go here. Fuck, dude, that was dumb. Shit. Fuck! Dude, I was winning that shit. Don't you type easy. Damn it, dude. Oh my god. One blunder? What did I blunder? GG's. Fuck, man. No way. Where did I blunder at? Yeah, that was the blunder. Yeah, that was bad. Fuck, man. GG's. Damn it, dude. 65. All right, what are we doing? GG's. Bro, I was going crazy right there. Yo, Wraith, how knowledgeable are you on CS still? Like, would you say what in terms of Counter-Strike? What would you say like you're the most knowledgeable part of that game? What part of the game are you the most knowledgeable in? And would you be able to talk about it for an hour? You still watch some pro games? Utility and theory? Okay. Cause I don't know, would you be interested in coming on for an interview? Podcast? We can talk about some shit. Oh, not right now, but I mean sometime next week. I'm supposed to talk to MDS this Thursday about IGL specific stuff, probably like system building. That's probably gonna be the topic of that conversation. But I'm trying to get other guests to cover other topics. So you would say you know the most about utility and theory. What would be like a good topic that you feel like we can have a really good discussion? I know before we talked in server about default progressions, general learning too, so we can make more about outsides. Okay. Because I feel like you were a guest of mine. I want to interview you. I wanted to interview Coach when I did that, and then he put me onto his IGL. I got some other names too. I want to interview probably Spray XD. He was the coach of ATK, or Fiskio, who was the analyst at ATK, or Lucid, who was the analyst of Liquid and FaZe. He said he'd be down, but it'd probably be a couple months, a month or two. I wanted to interview them specifically about analyst work and how to like anti-strat other teams. Stiko would be a good interview. I was thinking like maybe Goose Breeder too for like the female side of the game. She can touch on like, I don't know, like female related issues that I have no idea about. Cause I don't know, that scene's kind of like popping. The Impact scene's kind of popping. Elige would be a crazy interview. That would be crazy. But I have like some names in mind. Those are like the ones I have right now. I have a list. I'm trying to think of other people I could. Obviously, if I can get like any pro player, like that would be dope. Any pro player would be sick. But I wanted to cover some like really niche topics first, and I felt like those analysts would be like a pretty good interview about analyst work and anti-stratting. Yeah, no, he said with AJ goes, but do you still want to critique a video I made about feeling comfortable in CS? What video? Love to hear what you had to say about it. I know it's old, but I might be enlightening here. Sure, you can send the video. You did a video on Anubis? No. Yes, he did. He did talk about Anubis. Get the little fish like me out of the way. Oh, you're not a little fish, bro. You're up there. Austin or Vu? I did think about them. I definitely think I can get Vu on. I probably could get Austin too. I wonder what they would be like a good because I'm trying to get like specialty type stuff. I'm not like no hate on Vu, but I feel like a lot of his content's kind of catered more towards like the newer player. I kind of want like specialize like in high level stuff, but I know he did coach for some ECL teams before. Bring back Dazed. What the fuck does he know about CS2? Vu is too basic for me. No, he's not too basic, but it's like, bro, if I'm doing like an interview, like I don't want to get someone like. I mean, I guess, yeah. I don't know, dude. Nart, yeah, he is a fucking robot, dude. He is a machine. I always see him on CS just watching demos. Nart is a fucking machine. All you said would be amazing. I'd love to hear a Goose. Yeah, I thought that one would be pretty decent. Goose Breeder. Just about like impact scene, because I think she's probably been at like the longest that I know of. I know like some other impact players, like Vanessa would probably be down for an interview. But Goose is probably like she's like the oldest one that I know of. Nart is goated. But the thing with the Nart interview is that like Nart, he makes a lot of videos on just nades. And it's like, is that like podcast material? I mean, he's definitely knowledgeable about the game. So I wonder what I wonder what kind of conversation I could extract from Nart that would be like really beneficial for the listener. Because that's the whole point of my podcast, is that like I want it to. I've listened to CS podcasts in the past where they're interviewing, I don't know, the IGL of Navi, and I'm sitting here listening to it for like an hour. And I'm writing down like all the nuggets of information where it's like, oh, I could use that. Oh, I could use this. Oh, I could use that. But like the rest of it is just, they're talking about like team history. They're like, so what did you think about bonding with your teammates? Or what did you think about your results at Blast? And it's like, I don't give a fuck about that, dude. I'm here to learn, you know? So I wanted to make it like all my interviews like just specific, where the whole thing is just gold nuggets of information if you're a player trying to improve, you know? Because like I said, like sometimes you can listen to a pro podcast, but they're just talking about like, so how did you get into esports? Oh, so you used to, what cafe did you play at growing up? And it's like, that's not useful. How did you improve? How did you build a team? Like I want to know about that stuff, like all the useful nuggets of information. I want my whole interview just to be raw, just useful information, kind of like Andrew Huberman type stuff. Yeah, I do want to get DDK on. I was gonna ask him because he interviews other people. I was just gonna ask him about just general, what has he learned through all his interviews and stuff. For an interview, we could definitely talk about defaulting and decision trees as well. All right, bet. I'm down for that. I'm down for that. I'm gonna write that down. We can schedule a time. It have to be sometime next week because I want to do like once a week because I want to have time to like write out questions. Let me write that down. You got a webcam? Oh, you do have a webcam. You make videos. What am I talking about? I'm gonna message you after this, or probably sometime tomorrow. I wrote it down to schedule that with you. Depends on what level you make it for, I guess. Maybe starting off with best times to use your nades and stuff. Just won my last match, but I won flash. I watched on some random. Trying to. You don't gotta worry about that, bro. I'll stream it on Kick. You could drop whatever slur you want. DDK has so many hidden. Bro, I've watched all his interviews. That shit is so useful, especially the aimers. That's what I want to get on too. I want to get on aimers, kind of how DDK has done it. But yeah, I might be able to like snag an interview with like Minigod or something, or Cartoon, or I don't know, maybe Matty OW. Matty OW interview would be crazy. But I feel like people have done so many interviews with like Matty, and it's like it's all the same thing. Like, what are some aim myths? How does someone improve at aiming? It's like you can go find that you can find that other like elsewhere, you know what I mean? I want to get new stuff that hasn't been asked before. That's why I wanted like an IGL podcast. Like, when the fuck have you ever seen two IGLs just talking about IGLing? Like, that's I've looked for that shit like that. I've never seen it, you know. Oh, actually, hold up. If I were to get an aimer, like an aim main, like Maddie or something, I would ask them about Minigod. Okay, I'm gonna try and get Minigod then, because I want to. The one thing I've had questions about is like CS specific aim, And like, when do you like just say fuck proper aim form, and like you just do the like proper aim form is the the flick, micro adjust, confirm, and shoot. But like in CS, it's different. Like there's a lot of like insta flicks because you're playing cover, and it's like how do you adapt your proper aim into in-game usable aim that seems a little sloppy, but it's actually just more efficient. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try and get mini then. Mini god and make it specific to CS aim. I'll do that because I've seen a lot of those aimers on the podcast and they talk about like general aiming, but I want to make it just specific CS aim training. 10K hours in CS, that's crazy. You could be in a top click alongside Amaranth. Only time I heard two or more IGLs talking was playing in teams. Yeah. So that's what I'm probably gonna have MDS on quite a bit. He said he had a lot of fun on the podcast. So he was down for a part 2 like instantly. And he's a really cool dude. I fuck with MDS. Bro, I met him at LAN. I met him because he looked jacked. I was like, bro, you look I told him I was like, bro, you look swole as fuck. That's how I met him. Thorn had an episode once with like 3 or 4 IGLs. Damn. You like the MDS one? I could probably also get Masami Duck. I know he coaches now. He used to IGL and ECL. I was thinking it'd be crazy if I got like just like a fucking like 3 or 4 IGLs and we all just like circle jerk about IGLing and like team building. You know what I mean? I could probably get like MDS, Masami Duck, maybe Stamina, but he kind of ghosted me last time I asked. I don't know. I could probably find some IGLs. He did called Strap. I watched those. I did watch those. That's kind of like inspiration for mine is definitely Thorin and DDK. Those guys are definitely big inspirations behind like why I'm doing these interviews. If you guys can think of any other good, I was thinking about doing those, and then also if I can snag a pro player, I was thinking about doing server time podcasts too, where it's just like we're in game and we're talking about a certain role. Like I feel like that would be really sick too. Just talk about Inferno A site for an hour, like that would be sick. Who else could I like? What other area could I cover? Maybe like I can definitely get another sports psychologist. I can always get Michelle on. Michelle, I love Michelle, bro. She's the GOAT. I can always get her back on. I could maybe not an exercise scientist, but like a physical therapist or something. Hit up Kerrigan, bro. That'd be crazy, bro. I'm low key. I'm gonna be in Dallas. Ain't no way you just said that. What the crank that hog, motherfucker, bro. That is crazy. What the fuck, man? I was gonna say about Kerrigan. I'm gonna be in Dallas for IM, and apparently there's a spot where you can meet all the pro players. So if they recognize me and I get to have a conversation with like some of those pro players, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna have to ask. Sell your butterfly sapphire. You have one? You sell it to me, bro. I'll give it to I'll give you a free premium sub for that butterfly. It's worth like $3. Walk up to Carrie and be like, yo, peep this. Yeah. Yo, what do you think of this 160-page strat book? Come on the podcast? Yeah, that's the only problem is I would be worried if they're not willing to share certain things because of like anti-strat purposes, like how they play sites and stuff. And I don't blame them. Like that's definitely a worry. MDS said though, like when all my questions I had lined up for him, he said that you didn't have any problem with that. Yeah, Kerrigan's up there. Stiko was up there too. Cook him an elevator pitch. Fuck, I'm like back in speech class now. 1 minute elevator pitch. Yeah, what the fuck would I even say to him? Less, like 15 seconds. Honestly, bro, I was just gonna hope that they recognize like me from the content, and then I'd ask after off of that. But that's like a strong hope. I don't think I could plan on something like that. I could get Mahone. I could get Mahone actually. Oh yeah, even if they do recognize me, I still have to have a way to say it. Just do what I did to Torzy. What'd you do? Yeah, I could probably get Mahone and Munster. That would be Let me write those down. My home would be decent. Monster would be decent too. He thought you bought him shots, so you bought me. Dang, bro. I gotta do that. Buy shot for Kerrigan and then get him on the podcast. 18-hour long video going through the Bible so I can Mahone is really, yeah, that would be a good one. I met him at Philly. Bro, he recognized me, dude. That was crazy. Really fucked up. Andrew gave me an edible. Oh, were you at Dallas too? With Andrew and all them? Bro, I wish I was there, bro. I'll be there this time. You're not going this time, are you? Don't buy him shots. Buy him some yeah, I'll get him some ambience. You're at Dallas? Fuck, man. You're not gonna be there this time, are you? What? Bro, L friend Andrew. The fuck is that? How you not gonna let him sleep there? That's your city, bro. Womp womp. Boo hoo. When? Rob not. I gotta find a job. Rob. Oh, prob not. Bro, I wish Rob would go. That would be. Oh my. I want to meet Rob in person, man. I want to see him so bad. Especially after what he said with my last Twitter post. I gotta meet him after that. All right. Well, I got these written down. We could definitely do some interviews with these people. I'll try and line something up. The next one I want to get for sure. We'll probably get Wraith in here about utility and just default progression and stuff like that. That's probably the next one up after MDS. And I really want to get an analyst for anti-strading. I really want to, because bro, that's the other thing too with these interviews. I want to learn. Like I want to use my platform so I can learn myself. You know, use this for my own skills. Plans to upload in the future. Oh. But if you get a map change, you're not gonna upload? Yo, Andrew, did you get anyone for the pug? Oh, if we do get a new map change, you'll upload? Yeah, you gotta come back, dude. Everyone misses you. I'd have to learn train. I like barely ever played train. I knew like some stuff on it. Just watching demo? Okay. Alright, I might call it here then. I gotta go walk. I'm trying to cut weight. I'm gonna call a stream here. Next time, streaming tomorrow for the Thursday game. Because the match is rescheduled to Wednesday. So I'll be streaming the match tomorrow. And then I might stream Thursday. I might not. Depending on how I feel. I might just be hanging out with some friends. I'm gonna try and stream Thursday though. So next stream it'll be a pug or not pug, it'll be the league. And then maybe Thursday if I do stream, it would probably be like I'll watch a demo on stream or something. I am on a cut, bro. So I gotta get my 10K steps in. Trying to get that calorie deficit. How should I send you this vid? Because I think it has a link removes. Oh shit, yeah, we gotta watch that. I'll watch this and then I'm gonna call it. Go to Discord, join the Discord and send it on the general chat. Miss Train, Cash, and Kabul. Honestly, don't miss any of those maps. I never played them. Yeah, I'll hit you up, Wraith. All right, we're gonna watch this video first before I go. All right, fair. You made great videos, Mr. Wraith. I still use many of those. Yeah, Wraith is a genius, bro. Bro, that honestly, dude, you low-key like started the Dr. Wraith. Don't get it wrong. You kind of started that podcast thing because I was streaming one time, and then you're like, "Yo, let me show you a nade," and then you hopped on, and then you went on like some CS rant for like an hour and a half. And that whole rant, I was like, yo, this is content, dude. Like, this is free content. So I just stole that. That was like the start of the podcast. So you're the unofficial first guest. The official first guest was Michelle. Yo, did you send the video in the Discord though? I'll watch it and then I'll call it here. Should be able to find the link to the Discord in my YouTube bio or the Twitch bio. Afraid to queue. Okay. You want to hear my thoughts on this? Hold on, let me make sure you can hear the volume of this thing.
Hello and hey, today we're going to be talking about something that I think we all experience at some point within esports. Or
what do you want me to critique? Like the content itself, or like just the whole video, like editing and stuff like that too? Or yeah, but the content on the show was much better and more impactful. Yeah, well, she came prepared, dude. That wasn't even a pocket. She was like, I got slides, and she ran the show. I want to have her back on though for like just a casual talk. So both the times that she's been on, she's prepared a lot of stuff. One of these times I just want to pick her brain, type stuff. All right, there goes
sports in general,
critique these
which
nuts.
is pre-match anxiety and how to deal with it effectively,
content,
to overcome
bro.
and
Train
thrive in a game, and also mentally change our game mentality.
So you want me to critique the whole thing, Boop?
More comfortable and confident, and to really kind of get to it. So the first kind of setting is the first kind of point is about comfort. So if you feel comfortable, you're going to play better, right? So the first tip is comforting yourself, right? So this is when you're calm and on the right mindset to play. In a way, it's your pre-game and in-game rituals that make you feel more comfortable to play. And for me, my list goes on and on of things I do to make myself feel more comfortable and alert. Things like sitting a certain way. For me, I like to have my leg tucked into my right knee. That just makes me feel like in the right position to play. It's weird, but it's what works for me. And if I'm not in that way, I mean, sometimes I sit a different way, right? But most of the time I sit in that way because it makes me feel most alert and calm.
Yeah, the music does go crazy. It is kind of loud though.
Other methods of mine is to always, and I don't condone the use of drugs in any way, but I always have my snus, snuff or vape ready at arm's distance away. So
bro, no way you're talking about anxiety and then you bring up how you have a vape with you. Bro, you can't be doing that, bro. What do you mean? That promotes anxiety.
Without having to move and like reset my whole kind of thoughts and everything. This helps me focus and keep my head in the game, you know. So if you do smoke, having snus is a really good way. A lot of pro players use snus. It's kind of like a Scandinavian thing, but I actually use nicotine pouches, so I don't actually use tobacco. I don't want to put tobacco in my gum. I think for me that's just wrong.
So I've heard nicotine does help with like cognitive functions, like cognitive functioning or focus or whatever, but I think it's like a very minuscule amount, and I don't think it's worth it for the addictive properties, because then you become reliant on it for focus. Bro, I used to be a vape addict, bro. I was addicted to that shit since like 14. Dude, fuck nicotine, fuck vaping, bro. You gotta quit that shit. That's so bad for you.
But a lot of people do. So I use my nicotine pouches. I absolutely love them.
It does help with focus though a little bit, but you shouldn't be relying on it.
Also vaping. Don't always use this one because, of course, in a venue.
Bro, what are you talking about, Ray? What are you talking about, bro?
You know, I can't smoke.
Well, I mean, I see what you're saying. If you're not an addict, don't do it. But like, even if you are an addict and you're doing it just to help you focus, like, you're just like coping with a pre-existing problem. Like, I feel like ideally, you should just overcome the addiction and suffer from like, you know, less focus for a month or two, and then your focus improves afterwards in the long term because you're no longer addicted, you know. But dude, what are you talking about? Anal beads, mate? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't always use vaping, but snuff is another great one. That gives me a nice big.
What is snuff?
Of nicotine that helps me kind of stay focused, right? So
you don't mind being addicted to nicotine and caffeine? I mean, you can not mind something and it's still just like not good for you, even if you don't mind it. Snus. Also, caffeine does help with focus too, but one of the downsides of caffeine is how much it ramps up your what's it called? Your sympathetic nervous system, and so it would fuck with my anxiety. Like I would, bro, if I had caffeine, I'd be laser focused, and I'd be in like, it's like almost like Adderall for me. Like I can just focus for like 8 hours and just grind nonstop, but it fucks with my nervous system, and I get anxious afterwards, and I have like a really hard time relaxing. So so much funnier if you pretend Sam and Boop are debating about addiction. Bro, what are you talking about, man? That's where we're going back and forth on, is like how useful anal beads are. Snuff are those dude, yo, what? It's basically Zins, but snus. Nasal tobacco, good for when you're in a place you can't. Nasal tobacco? That's crazy.
Other things I do before is I pretty much always drink something with caffeine.
Bro, you're a doctor, dude. You can't be saying that shit.
I Monster Energy to be nice and refreshing because it's like fizzy in that. But
yeah,
I find
comfort
really quickly on Monster. So if I'm like playing early, I don't drink them, and much prefer like knocking back some kind of sneak or something that is like more water, you know, like make myself feel alive and hyped for my match, right? So I definitely drink something that makes me feel more alert,
content beast,
and ready for the day, you know. So the next category, I guess, is like visualization. So I find before a match, even in the warm-up of a match, is like visualizing something that makes me really, really happy to play CS, or any game that you're playing. Maybe it's like Splitgate, or maybe it's fucking League of Legends, whatever, right? You imagine like something that makes you really, really happy and makes you want to play, right? So be that for me, imagining my friends are right next to me in the booth. I like imagining like my teammates if I'm playing in a team.
Bro, I thought you were actually like a doctor. Am I tweaking?
That they're right next to me and I can like fist bump them and, you know, get into the right mindset, and we're all kind of in the game together. So imagining they're right next to me is a big one for me. Also a huge one is imagining.
Oh yeah, that shit's solid. Like if you're enjoying the game, you're getting hyped to enjoy the game. Like that's solid.
My close friends cheering me on. Even reliving past plays that went well is a huge one for me. So like I'll remember like, oh, I played this map, I played Inferno, and I did this really well, and I did this really well, and I loved my position here, so I'm gonna do this again. Or you know, you kind of think about something that's like, yeah, I can really do it, I can, you know, I'm good at this. You know, reliving past plays that really went well, that's a huge one as well. All of these help me to kind of get into the right mindset and hype me up to instill like truth to my nerves that I have played a great before, so I can play better today, you know? So it's stuff like that, you know, imagine your old plays, imagine what you're gonna do today, maybe, okay? So...
But you gotta tape the... What's it called? What's it called when you get your degree? You gotta tape your degree to your chest and go to the gym. There you go. You'll get your bitches.
When we talk, say this next setting is goal setting, and focusing on your own game. So I see a lot of players like they worry about like the other team, or they worry about fucking even their own team, or they worry about people being rude or whatever, blah 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 blah. Don't worry about that shit. Worry about your game. Focus on you. What can you do better? What can you improve on? What are you...
Bro, how are you gonna have B-roll of gameplay and just team killing?
Doing well. Focus on your own.
I do miss CS:GO though, brother. I miss the CS:GO gameplay.
Just play your own game. Play the best you can. So when we talk about goal setting, especially within the context of pre-game anxiety, I cannot stress enough that you only want to focus on your own ability.
Okay, yeah, this is facts. This is
Sometimes
facts.
you're solo queuing. Don't even worry about what your teammates have to say. Focus on you, and play your best shit. Give it your all every single fucking round, and try to stay in the game by thinking tactically about what's happening every round. So, for example, if you're holding banana on Inferno and they rushed first round of a pistol, and you got caught off guard on the aggressive peak, trying to hold sandbag. Then you got caught off guard on the aggressive peak. Try holding sandbags the next round to catch them off guard in the next round. Always make a plan of what you're going to do in the next round differently to receive a better outcome. And At higher ranks, your opponents are gonna see you try something one round and they will expect it the next. So always have a game plan of what you can do differently and what you can do that's least predictable as possible. So you're always kind of catching them off guard, or you're achieving something that you want to achieve. So if you're playing like bomb, for example, you think, okay, they shot me really easily, or through this plant, or whatever it is. Think what you're going to do that round differently to make so if they're like pushing apps every single fucking round, hold that angle, you know, wait for them to push and fucking kill them. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like it's kind of off topic. Are you trying to like focus on anxiety? Because this is more like just general CS tip, unless that's under the master Counter-Strike part.
So cognitive, the next setting is cognitive reconstructing, and this is kind of the whole kind of picture in itself. It's getting there. So it goes without saying, if you apply these methods, your brain gets more used to a healthier and more confident way of thinking. So it's like muscle memory, right? The more you apply the good constructive methods of dealing with your anxiety, be it taking the deep breath before the match, or to collect and clear your head, or anything that makes you feel better to play, you start to build a solid foundation on where you feel
That is true. That is true.
far more confident within yourself. So you know, just practice being the best.
Exposure plus relaxation. That's the key, bro. If you're actually trying to conquer like anxiety, it's all exposure plus relaxation. That's all you need.
Practice being the best you can be. And this kind of goes into the
MR16.
the whole scheme, which is developing your self-confidence, and that's just it, really. All of these tips lead to a similar goal, which is to benefit your self-confidence. I'm sure you have your own methods, and that's just the best thing about this, right? You write your own story with a positive thinking and positive actions, right? So you can really feel that you can take on the world. And I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, smash the like button. That would fucking mean the world to me. If you really like this video, or you like any of the videos that I've put out, hit the subscribe button, because of course there's going to be more shit like this, man. There's going to be way more stuff like this. So I'm very early into YouTube, but it's a lot of fun. So definitely subscribe, like, do whatever you like. Yeah, man, thank you, and I hope you have good luck, have fun every single game. You know what I mean? Just play your best shit, and I hope to see you on main stage one day. I'll see you later, boys. Bye.
All right, for YouTube tip, don't have a long ending like that, because YouTube algorithm, they want like watch time, and they want people to complete the watch time of the video. So if they complete the video, it boosts more in the algorithm. Yo, thanks for the sub, Evolution. So you want the video to end like right after you say see you later. In terms of like the content itself, I feel like you could have probably talked. I mean, if you want like actual like because I feel like there's a lot of what you said was like coping with anxiety. I feel like it's not really conquering it, because there's a difference between conquering and coping. Like some of the things you're saying, like sit in the right position, like yeah, that can help ease anxiety, but it's like ideally how you sit shouldn't make you anxious at all. You know, like if your leg's not in the right way, or if you don't have the vape pen with you, like you shouldn't feel anxious about that. You should just not have anxiety for those situations. You know what I mean? Let me hold on. The screen is there. We go. It's way too dark. I had to pull up a white tab on the other screen. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that you're saying was like more coping, not really conquering. And if you want to conquer anxiety, it's all about exposure plus relaxation and activating the parasympathetic nervous system. So it's like you have to expose yourself to the triggers that make you anxious, and then relax through them. And then that's actually how you get rid of anxiety, is by communicating to the body that this is not a threat. This is something that you can relax with. And the way that you relax is with techniques that activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for, you know, relaxation. So like muscle detension, detensing, long exhales on the breath, longer breaths, expanding your field of vision. You know, you can go on walks and stuff too. I got a whole video on literally just anxiety. Where's it at? Right here. How to silence endgame nerves for good. It's like science based, 50 minutes long. This is like actually how to get rid, like, because I made this video because I've suffered from anxiety, OCD, and then recently DPDR, which is pretty much just anxiety plus, which is like depersonalization, derealization, which is just, it's the freeze response of the body. It's like the step after fight or flight, where you like, you think that your body thinks it's gonna die, you know. It's just, you get fight or flight, you get anxiety, then you get fight or flight, and then you get DPDR. It's the levels of the sympathetic nervous system, and the way you treat all of them is the same. It's just reducing sympathetic nervous system load and activating the parasympathetic nervous system. So I have a whole video on that stuff, because a lot of things that you said was like coping. It's not really like actually quote unquote curing. It's, I mean, you can't really cure anxiety. You're always capable of feeling anxiety, but you can get rid of the associations of anxiety with certain stimulus if you desensitize yourself to certain triggers. Go, we need the Bryce brand on this ASAP. Are there some really lesser known video channels you can recommend for Team CS? My recommendation and you out there be IGL. Oh, Lucid's goated. I'm gonna get him on for an interview probably like in a month. And Ducky's goated too. I watched a bunch of Josh Nissan's old videos, Steel, when I first got into IGLing, but those are probably really outdated by now. Some of the stuff's probably still useful. Smirky's got some good strat content. Nart's got a lot of good strat content. Specific for IGLing though, I guess me, I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of content anymore. I more just make it. Next time I'm gonna talk to a cute bro. No, dead ass dude. Dead ass. That's how I'm able to talk to girls at the gym. It's because of everything in that video. It made me Adolf Rizzler, bro. But yeah, for the critiques of the video, I would say like some of the stuff was solid. Like the thing you're talking about with you know, calming down, that help you like make that mindset more common. Like that's facts. Like you're building the neural pathways of relaxation with those triggers when you take that deep breath before you play and stuff. But it's also important to do that during the game too, not just beforehand. Like you want to do it in the presence of triggers, anxiety triggers. So if you're nervous in your 1v1s, in your clutches, those are the times that you want to be using relaxation techniques during those situations to teach your body that there's nothing to be scared of. It can calm you down in the moment, and then it calms you down in the long run because it desensitizes yourself to those triggers. And there's some techniques that you can do in game that aren't like like you're not gonna be able to take a deep breath in a 1v1, but there's other techniques you can do, like the pelvic floor. You can release the pelvic floor muscles. Those will help relax you. You can also release tension in your legs, anywhere else. Like I have like a bunch of stuff in that in this video here. I spent so much time in this video too, bro. I spent like 2 months editing that shit. Stealing Days made amazing videos back in the day, but yeah, those are probably way too old now. I wish they got back to CS, but I would definitely interview them. But they're all Valorant motherfuckers now. It's a new wave. So, all right, I'm gonna end the stream here though. Did that help though with the critiquing the video? Yeah. Also, what Wraith was saying too, a script would definitely be helpful for making content as well. And then I don't know. I just, if you're gonna make videos, bro, just keep making videos. You'll keep making videos and then just improve on the last video that you made. Just in any way that you can think of. Just keep finding ways to improve. Look into editing tricks and tips, like shit like that. Give Bert. All right. He did the major, but is he playing though? Because I want to learn. I don't want to talk to a caster. Like, what the fuck's a caster gonna tell me? So check out that video. Thanks for critiquing it, dude. Really helped a ton. Yeah, I'm happy to help, bro. Still studying the game, bro. Smart as fuck. Okay. Yeah, I might be able to hit him up then. What would be the best avenue to contact someone like that? Twitter? Because I messaged Stiko on Twitter, but I don't think he ever seen my message. He probably gets so much. There's so many messages. Yes, Renaissance periodization, bro. I was just watching some of his videos a day. I'm on like some HIT program now. Some Mike Menser shit for my workout program. Make a sign and put it up then. Was he gonna be casting at Dallas? Twitter? Okay. I could probably hit him up too. Where's my workout? Boom. I'm on my Mike Menser shit right now, bro. Look at this. 2 sets, 1 set, 2 set, 1 set. Deload. Low volume. Low volume, baby. I mean, it's still a decent amount of volume. It's like, this is per 10-day cycle. but it's way lower than I used to. I just switched it up. I used to do this much volume per workout versus this much. Dude, way better pumps, bro. Way better pumps and progression. The recovery is insane. How do you deal with the toxic teammate? One of member sit out a match after a really bad outburst and she straight up left. Toxicity on your team? Like a league team or in a pug? Because if it's in a pug, you can't do shit. 16 set a day PPL. You're doing 6 days a week PPL or 3 on 1 off? Or 3 on 1 off is 6 days a week. Is it pool for you? 16 set a day, so it's probably similar to what I'm doing now because I do 2, 4, 10. I'm on like 13 to 15ish sets. 6 days a week. Damn, bro. My shit's one day on, day off. So I'm only going like 3 days a week. Oh, for a league team? How do you deal with toxicity? I mean, you gotta talk about the behavior that's toxic itself, and you gotta. Honestly, the best thing is not just to scold them. It's to first ask why, and see where they're coming from, and then you critique afterwards, and then you be like, hey, like I get where you're coming from, but like honestly, you like if that happens, like here's an alternative. Don't be getting toxic. Don't do this instead. You know what I mean? Important like just communication fundamental for any type of issue with teammates. Just first find out the whys and like hear them out before you state your opinion. You know what I mean? Because it makes them feel heard and then they're more receptive to what you're gonna say. Fucking Mike Mentzer over, dude. Yes, dude. I'm telling you, I used to do 6 days a week. Then I switched to 5, and then I switched to this, which is technically 3.5 days a week because it's 1 on 1 off. Bro, I get the best sessions ever. Best. I get sore. I totally standardize all my reps, like slow eccentrics, all that shit, bro. I'm going like 2 failure every single set, like 2 absolute failure. So, like, dude, I did what 2 sets of. I was doing neck extensions. I do neck work too. But my shit is so sore right now. That's why I'm like hunched over so bad. How do you meditate league match nervousness? Oh, mitigate league match nervous. Watch this video. I'll pull it up. Any type of nervousness or anxiety, it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. And the solution to any type of anxiety is the same. It will always be the same. If you have, social anxiety, health anxiety, in-game anxiety, I don't know, match anxiety, all anxieties are the same thing. It's the same shit. It's just associated with a different trigger. So if you have league match nervousness, you just have an anxiety trigger with the stimulus of league matches, and you just had to combine exposure plus relaxation, and I explain all that in this video. This is like, bro, I wrote out a whole slideshow for this shit, how to overcome anxiety. Watch this video. Here you go, bro. Peanut, what the fuck are you on, bro? Yeah, I'll be on my jelking shit, bro. I'll be on my jelking shit. PS workouts. Yeah, I do like 5 cock-ups a day. About 5. I'm about to hit 6 pretty soon. About to go for a PR tomorrow morning. All right, y'all. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go on my walk. I gotta cut weight. Good stream. I'll be here tomorrow. League match, 9 o'clock. So I'll see y'all later.